Good morning, students. In the chapter Transport in Animals and Plants, the next topic that we will be learning today is excretion in humans. The body produces waste during cellular respiration. Most of the waste are end products of chemical reactions that takes place in the cells. Waste such as carbon dioxide, water, urea, and other compounds containing nitrogen are collected by the blood, which is the body's main transport fluid. The excretory system consists of organs which removes the metabolic waste and toxins from the body. In humans, this includes the removal of urea from the bloodstream and other waste products that are produced by the body. The process of removal of waste from the body is called as excretion. The primary excretory system in humans include a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder, and a urethra. The first organ that we will be studying is the kidneys. The kidneys are paired, bean-shaped organs located in the abdomen. They are present on either side of the spine under the diaphragm. Each human adult kidney has a length of 10 to 12 centimeters, a width of 5 to 7 centimeters, and weighs around 120 to 170 grams. Kidneys are divided into three regions, which is the renal cortex, which is the outer layer, the renal medulla, which is the inner layer, and the renal pelvis, which carries the urine from the kidney to the ureter, as you can see in this picture. The kidneys are made of a large number of structural and functional subunits, which are called as the nephrons. These nephrons perform the primary task of filtering the blood and removing the waste products. The blood brings waste to the kidneys through the renal artery, and the cleaned or the filtered blood flows out of the kidney through the renal vein, as you can see in this picture. The filtered waste and excess water forms the urine, which is sent into the bladder through the ureters. The ureters. There is one ureter that comes out of each kidney as the extension of the renal pelvis, as you can see in the picture. It is a thin muscular tube that carries the urine from the kidneys to the bladder. The bladder. The urinary bladder is a sac-like structure with muscular walls that holds the urine until it is expelled from the body during micturition. The bladder receives urine through two ureters, one from each kidney. The walls of the bladder are made of smooth muscles, and the inner epithelial lining of this organ consists of a tissue which is called as transitional epithelium. The cells of the transitional epithelium changes its shape based on whether the bladder is empty or full, allowing the bladder to remain elastic. The bladder can expand to hold up to 0.5 liters of urine. And the next part is the urethra. The urethra is a tube that arises from the urinary bladder. Its main function is to expel the urine out of the body. The urethra is shorter in females and longer in males, as you can see in the picture. Now we shall study about dialysis. Under certain circumstances, such as when the kidneys fail to perform their function, in such situations, artificial kidneys are used for blood filtration, and this process is called as dialysis. The dialysis is an artificial process by which waste products and excess water are removed from the body. During dialysis, a machine is used to remove waste from the patient's blood. A thin semi-permeable membrane separates the patient's blood from the dialysis fluid, as you can see in this picture. The waste in the blood diffuses into the dialysis fluid, and the blood from which the waste has been removed is pumped back into the patient's body. So the process of dialysis is given in this picture. So now we shall study the other excretory organs. Other than the urinary system, skin, lungs, liver and intestine helps in excreting the waste products in different forms. So first amongst it is the skin. Human skin possesses glands for secreting two fluids on its surface. The two fluids are the sweat and the sebum. The sweat is a watery fluid primarily containing sodium chloride, lactic acid, urea, amino acids and glucose. Whereas the sebum is a wax-like secretion which helps to excrete some lipids such as waxes, sterols and fatty acids. The sweat is excreted from the sweat glands and the sebum is excreted from the sebaceous glands. The sweat glands and the sebaceous glands are given in the picture. The next accessory organ of excretion is the lungs. The lungs are the main respiratory organs which helps to eliminate the entire volume of carbon dioxide which is produced in the body, and along with which some amount of water in the form of vapor is given out during expiration. The next accessory organ of excretion is liver. The liver is the main detoxifying organ of the body, especially for the nitrogenous waste. The liver also removes decomposed hemoglobin, some drugs, excess fats and cholesterols. These are secreted along with the bile into the intestine, and it is finally removed from the body through the feces. And the next accessory organ for excretion is the large intestine. The main function of the large intestine is to absorb water from the remaining indigestible food matter and then to pass out the solid waste material from the body in the form of feces. By this, we come to the end of excretion in humans. Thank you, students.